Hey family, Usagi here. I feel like talking about the upcoming patch notes for DCM. The devs are making changes, tunes, and fixes. Apparently, in the patch, that you will get the new outfit for Cook, fill her up, and well, you also get museum mode. That's a positive thing, right? You get to freely explore around the house and do some puzzles here and there. It's just kind of like if you played Friday 13, there was also something like that. But in this mode, it's called museum mode. I forgot the other one. I'm not gonna lie. But I also want to talk about the changes that he made. Like, so let's go with that all over. The suffocating grip now got changed. It was a level 2 perk. It's now turned into a level 1, and it also got a buff that I will just go over with soon enough. Because again, I did not script this. I'm just reading from this here, and I just woke up, so my brain's a little bit. It's not existing. But suffocating grip got the level is down to level 1, and used to be a level 2 grandpa perk. New changes to Nobody Escapes Hell. The grandpa perk Nobody Escapes Hell will now activate at level 2. Nobody Escapes Hell was previously a level 3 grandpa perk. Another tuning perk is Brute Strength. We have tuned the grandpa perk Brute Strength accordingly. We have a slightly increased melee damage Brute Strength applies. Brute Strength is a level 2 grandpa perk. Then another perk they tuned in is Swinging for the Fences. Another grandpa perk. We have tuned the grandpa perk Swinging for the Fences accordingly. Reduce stamina consumption on melee attacks by 25%. Previously, it was only 20%. It's I think it's maybe a little good. But at the same time, for some family members like Johnny, it does kind of scare me because I play both sides. Another tuning perk is Suffocating Grip again. Like I said before, it's now a level 2 perk. A level 1 perk instead of 2. But the buffed it, as I said. We have tuned the grandpa perk Suffocating Grip accordingly. The close encounter minigame is easier by 25%. Previously, Suffocating Grip made the close encounter minigame easier by 20. Note, Suffocating Grip applies to all family members when perk is equipped. Another tuned in perk is Exterior Alarms. We have tuned the grandpa perk Exterior Alarms accordingly. When active, all critical doors and gates are highlighted for 10 seconds if opened. Previously, Exterior Alarms highlighted all open critical doors and gates for 5 seconds. I will give an opinion about that after this. Nobody Escapes Hell grandpa perk. We have tuned the grandpa perk Nobody Escapes Hell accordingly. The minigame for locked doors is 50% difficult for all victims. Previously, the minigame for locked doors was 40% difficult for all victims. Boy. Excited Grandpa! Another tuned perk. We have tuned the grandpa perk Excited Grandpa accordingly. The delay between Grandpa's Sona ability is reduced by 25 at level 3, level 4, and level 5. Previously, the delay between Grandpa's Sonar ability was reduced by 20 at level 3, 4, and 5. Don't Have All Day Grandpa perk got also tuned. We have tuned the Grandpa perk Don't Have All Day accordingly. Stamina drain while sprinting is decreased by 25. Previously, stamina drain while sprinting was decreased by 20. Fix victims' inventory and hand straps. I never had this, but let's read it in. Let's read it out. We have fixed an issue where the victim players who disarmed an electric trap on fuse box generator or the valve pressure pipe will see a hand strap appear in their inventory. Electric traps will no longer be able to appear in a victim player's inventory. Fix textures of wells on the mill. We have fixed an issue where a black texture was present inside one of the wells on the mill map when viewing from the basement. This well is located in dig room storage. Lighting on the mill. We fixed an issue where the lighting in the fields area resulted in unnatural and moody looking lights on characters. We fixed a lighting issue on the mill night where the red light on the ground floor was reflecting off blobs incorrectly. So that's all I read now, and Now I also like to give a little bit of an opinion of some things here and there. First, I wanted to say about suffocating grip. I'm a little confused that they did not only buff it but also put it now to level one. If they thought it was necessary to buff it, I would actually respectfully have kept it to a level two because now it's a bit stronger and it will make you still want to feed grandpa in a sense because that's what I do if I see someone with that perk. Another thing I'm kind of happy with is nobody escapes hell is now a level two perk. That's what I kind of wanted, but I don't like the idea how it got buffed to 50% because yeah, I also have to deal with the Coke's battle logs. So I hope it's not too annoying because it will then kind of force you to only have high proficiency constantly to go through that. But if you have that you can still kind of feel the perk. So I'm happy it is now a level two, but I don't think it needed a buff in my honest opinion. Brute strength. I'm not really familiar with that. Is that the perk that has like the little chainsaw looking? It could be that one. Apparently, it got buffed and it's now a level two for some reason. But I didn't really use that perk a lot. So yeah, I will be honest. I sometimes use more exterior or suffocating grip. It depends on my situation. But ever since the whole patch, I hardly used it. So besides suffocating grip, when I played novice, swinging for the fences, I'm also not familiar with this perk for some reason. Like I do notice that there are perks I never used. So, but yeah, but there was one thing I wanted to talk about mostly is exterior alarms. Actually, here it stands that the when active, all critical doors and gates are highlighted for 10 seconds if opens. Why? Why? Like we didn't ask for this. We never even asked for the grandpa perk changes. We always have asked make it so exterior alarms don't work on the basement doors because it was annoying when you play both sides because I even proved it to the desk before like look I can just camp it because of exterior alarms. So maybe they thought that was a problem. That's why they made it now a level 3 perk. That's why maybe the ID came from. But then he made it super useless. Yes, it is still a level 3 perk right now as we speak, and it will be in the next update coming soon on August 1st. But we didn't ask for this. They are not listening. Like, do they play their own game? Like, I'm so confused. Like, this is terrible. Like, this is terrible. Like, 10 seconds. That is so long. I can turn my back for 8 seconds and turn it back and it's still highlighted. It's stupid. I don't like it. Like they just shall have listened to the community, which is make it just good useful, but don't make it work on the basement doors like everyone wants because this is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. I mean, why? Just why? Why don't you play your own game? And then again, with nobody escapes hell, like, why? Why make it more difficult? Like, come on, 50%. 40 was enough for me. And 40 already annoyed me, like, when I had a low proficiency, because sometimes I just like to distract the family sometimes. But this is ridiculous. Because now I have to put all my points in proficiency with all characters, but then I have a chance that I don't have anything in my endurance or strength, and there's nothing I can do but just take a beating and just die. That's what it feels like. So yeah, I do hope they do make some changes in the future because, in my honesty, the whole grandpa thing was bullshitted to me, and now they do things that nobody likes. Like, it's always this, okay? I'm gonna say this. Family gets a nerf, let's say, then family's like, oh, I will not play no more. So that nobody can play. victim or family because we're in a long queue times. But then it's also the fact that the lobby simulator is back because somehow the bug of lobby simulator is back. And it's annoying because a victim is forced to leave and take a 3-minute penalty so a family can join a lobby. And it's ridiculous. It's just utterly ridiculous. Because so, with my opinion, just remove the penalty altogether in that lobby and just put a penalty in game because it's ridiculous. Like we're all getting punished. Yesterday I played and I left 3 lobbies because the family could not join, and to the point there were sometimes people that recognized my name. They were like, "Oh, you're the person that left previous. Thank you so much." Because the moment you left, it easily filled. And but I don't like being forced to take 3 minutes penalty per damn lobby because it happened 3 times in a row, and that's 9 minutes plus extra 5 minutes plus maybe how long before I can even get to play. But then I can't get play because again the lobbies didn't fill up. The only thing I'm happy with right now is to fix this victim inventory with hand straps. But I never had this myself, but I did see it happen to people, and it was super annoying because they could not get rid of that trap. Not even if they go through for a second lockpick or another bone scrub. No, they were legit stuck with that shit. There was nothing they could do. Same what I am happy with, which I actually did not notice, maybe because I don't really get to play on the dark map so much. And I mean on the battlefield at nighttime. Is that they fixed some lighting and the textures of the wells. I'm glad you got that fixed, but I myself have not noticed this. And what is my honest opinion about the patch? There are some good things, there's some bad things. I'm kind of excited for museum mode. I'm kind of excited for good changes. Like I do like that. Let's say suffocating grip is not level 1, but it didn't need a buff in my opinion. But I hate the nobody escapes hell buff and the weird buff on Exteria when this is the game that something that nobody asked for. It's kind of sad. I just hope there's gonna be a time and day that the devs will finally listen to us and ask us, "Hey, what's your honest opinion?" You have like a little group that will read our opinions of what is best, and maybe the exterior idea will be brought up in the team and be like, "Hey, let's do that. What people want," because maybe then both sides can be happy. Because I am still by the mindset of family should be a little stronger because they are the killers and the victim should be more cautious and scared of the family. It should not be the other way around that the victims are just rushing and beating up the family constantly with grapple. That shall not be a thing. That's what I still stand by. Even though you will sometimes see I do the same thing, but I only mostly do it when I see them chasing a Connie, for example, and I don't want Connie to die because Connie's the luck picker most of the time. But anyways, that was my honest thoughts about everything that I just read and shared. But yeah, let's just hope the things get better in the future, and because the game is fun. I do enjoy the game, but I do admit that when the first time the patch came out, the grandpa perks and the victims were rushing already super hard, and I was overwhelmed. So if I can share one more thing, you don't need to do the whole grandpa buffing change. Instead, what it could have done is with the rushing meta is every family don't get to see the gallo kill besides Leatherface, like, at the intro. So the family can just set up traps because Booba is in the basement with the victims. So yeah, his gutsy should be automatically be a lot longer because he's meant to start the pressure at the beginning, while family that is not in the basement is meant to set their traps and stuff or feed grandpa. Because there were many times sometimes that I do see when I'm about to leave and I didn't get the plots. I didn't set trap. No, I instantly want to rush out of my point where my spawn points, but I already see some doors are open and I'm like, what the hell? When did you do that? And it's so annoying for a family point of view. But and that's why I also sometimes play slow as well a victim because I'm like I'll wait 5 minutes to find a match, then I might have to wait another 10. So why shall I rush and leave the match in 2 minutes and have less fun? So that's why I do like to play my game slower because I find it more engaging when you have this everything set up, and I find it more of a challenge. And but the only thing I was super happy with was in the previous one was after so many months the endurance was fixed for victims, and that made me really happy. It made me really happy to fix endurance for victims because that was a necessary thing. But yeah, I'm just rambling right now, so I will just see you later.